So this will be my first YouTube video. Basically, we're just gonna voice opinion, personal opinion, on the situations at hand, the issues in this crazy world. Yes, I will also be joined on and off by my husband, and we will discuss all of our opinions and what we see and what we feel. Everyone's welcome to comment. Try not to be so rude in the comments, as these are just personal opinions and everyone has their own. With that being said, we are in Arizona, so right now the coronavirus is hitting pretty hard, and something I don't understand is if our numbers are higher than when we initially shut Arizona down, then why is it we are not being shut down again? Why are they continuing to let everyone go about their day? It's concerning. I have children. I have aunts, uncles, grandparents, that are older, who have underlying health conditions, and it really impacts everybody in the community's jobs. Then now they mandate these masks. Well, I have a link I can link to here that shows you and explains to you what each of these masks that they're handing out are actually for. None of them benefit us during this pandemic. They actually make us sicker. And they will continue to flag these ads saying, false information, yada, yada, yada. Well, if it's false information, then give us the right information. I do not understand what the issue is. If we need, we need to be able to protect ourselves. And I feel we reopened Arizona too fast, too soon. Yes, it was nice to get, all the freedom back, but at what price? At what cost? I mean, these charts show us numbers, and each one of those numbers represents a person's life. Whether they were able to recover, they passed away, or they are still suffering in the hospitals. I mean, recently my mom just had a stroke. Scared the bejesus out of all of us, including her. And only one of us could go in the ER with her, which most ERs you can't even get into, but the hospital we took her to, she was one person in the ER. And then when they admitted her and transported her upstairs so that they can continue to do more testing, we couldn't see her. There was no going in. The most we could do was go drop off her personal belongings that she would need at the front desk, and then they had a nurse come down and pick them up. And I was like, okay, well, that's all we could do. And the nurses are overwhelmed. They can't keep up on the phone calls of people trying to, keep in contact with loved ones that are in the hospital. And I think that it is sad. I work in the medical field. I am a certified caregiver, a certified med tech. I take care of the elderly and people with disabilities, and it's hard in the facilities. My husband is also a frontline worker in a care center. So, I mean, even with all the precautions and all the steps that we're taking to try to keep these people safe, it's almost impossible. So we feel if you have no need to be out and about, go home, chill, watch a movie, do some much needed yard work, or do some deep spring cleaning. Well, we're in summer now, but more or less just stay home. Find something to do at home. It's really, really sad. So many lives are being lost due to a virus. But the thing that I don't understand is how this got so bad, because from things I have read online and mostly through Google, things will come up on Facebook and then I'll read them and then, go online and further research them to make sure what information I'm getting is correct or not correct. Is this has been around for years, and years and more years. So I want to know why it is so bad now. It comes every year with the flu season. They just never tested it for you. And some years we had bad respiratory season. Some years we didn't, and that's exactly what they would call it, a bad respiratory season. And then they would, we'd pass and we'd all go about our day. But for some reason now this is a bazillion times worse. Everyone's, getting sick, getting put on respirators, dying. It's horrible. It really is. Like, we should be able to combat this in a calm manner. And I know I mean, the world is just crazy right now. I know some of the reason that it's having a peak is from all the protests, is from all the big gatherings. And I mean, most of the people I seen there were wearing the face coverings, but they don't help. It doesn't stop anything. It doesn't fix anything. It's just there to give you a peace of mind, I guess. I will upload some information about the masks, but I mean, everyone has a right to protest. That's fine. The riots were a little bit insane and unnecessary, I feel. If people want to be heard, there's other ways than to tear apart people's shit and then get mad because now you're done with your fit throwing and you want to go shopping. Well, now you can't because that store's closed down because you fucked it up. Sorry for the language, but it's true. That's what you did. And yeah, it's just a lot of things are hitting right now, and I think they're hitting because, one, it is an election year. So I will laugh so very, very hard if come election year, this is election year, come November, it all disappears. Everybody's healed, we're fine, we go back to our normal daily lives. I will laugh because that means the government inflicted all this on us. That's sad. It truly is sad. My bird apparently, they have a lot to say today, sorry. I think touching lightly on the subject of the riots and the protests and all that, everyone has a right to. There are unfortunately too many cops that are abusing their titles, and I have seen it firsthand in my own family. So there are some that need to be weeded out, but with everything and everyone, there's always some type of bad apple in the bunch, and you gotta watch out for them, and you gotta take them. When you find them, you gotta get them out. So I think that is going to have to be a process that the police take seriously, and they really do start, paying attention closer to these cops that abuse their badge. That's what they're doing. They're abusing their badge. They're supposed to be here to protect and serve, and some of them just go overboard. We also have a problem in this country with media. They only show you half the story or a part of the story. They don't give you the 100% full facts because that's what they do. That's how they get all the drama started. They're drama starters. I'm sorry, the media is drama starters. So before everyone reacts to things they see on media, they need to seriously do some research. Find out the full story. Because if you get the full story, then maybe you can understand a little bit more and realize that it's not all what you thought it was, because the media painted it as a different picture. And I feel after deep digging and stuff like that, that a lot of the stuff that's going on right now in the world could have been prevented if they would have just told the whole story and not partial the story. Because people can't flip their phones on right away when someone gets arrested. No, they waited till they were already arrested, and whatever, happened in between when there was no camera and when the camera got turned on, we don't know. We weren't there. We were not there. I still believe that there was wrong in that whole thing with the police in Minneapolis, but he has been sentenced to jail. If they feel that that's not a harsh enough punishment for him, then they can take it to higher courts and it can be reevaluated through the courts. We need to do things step by step. If we continue to do things erratically and on our own agendas, it isn't going to solve nothing. It's just going to make the situation worse. I read so much stuff. It just blows my mind how stupid people are. But I say stupid, and because they are stupid. They lack the education, they lack knowledge, they lack sympathy, empathy, kindness. I mean, basically, they just don't have a heart. They just have the need to be making a lot of noise. And that's what a lot of people are doing right now. They're making a lot of noise. They are trying to flip this country upside down, and they're doing a pretty good job of it right now. And I feel, my personal opinion, I feel that it is not necessary to do that. There are other ways to do things. Peaceful protests, okay, cool. I'm all for it. But when you start going around and, hurting people and destroying things, excuse me, and just all in all, making a lot of noise, unnecessary noise, that's when it stops being about your quote-unquote mission and starts becoming something else. I do not feel we need to take down monuments. I do not feel we need to take down the murals and pictures of people from our history that were in the Confederate Army. I do not feel that, that's going to solve anything. All that's going to do is erase that person's part in what all of our ancestors went through to make our world the way it is today. I feel a lot of people did not pay attention in history. I love history. I love histories. It teaches you a lot, and you see where we were and where we've gone, what we started out and where we are now. And we've been through a lot. And sadly, the things that are going on in this country, a lot of those people who fought for the rights of others and the freedom of others is literally just going to trash, going to the toilet. People do not pay attention and they are not understanding. You can't do that. You can't just throw away their legacies like that. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm going everyone's going to probably hate me, but well. The whole rebranding of Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben and Mrs. Butterworth, like, those have been around for a very, very long time. And me personally, I love them pancakes and syrup. They're going to rebrand it, and then I ain't going to know what the hell it is and be mad because I can't find it, because it's the same shit I've been buying since I was a kid, since my mom was a kid. Like, we used that stuff for a very, very long time. That woman was the spokesperson. That's why she's on the label. That's why it's named after her, because she went around and put, she what is it? She was their spokesperson, so she advertised everything for them. She made a lot of money doing that, and you're just gonna take her legacy away because some people have an issue saying that it's racist. How the hell is syrup and pancakes racist? We all eat it. We all do. I eat it. My husband eats it. My children eat it. And I mean, everybody I know eats it. Like, how is that racist? Uncle Ben, like, that's rice. It's rice. He branded a rice because it was a certain flavor. He made money off that. How is that bad? He bettered himself. He took his opportunities that he was given and went with it and made it better for himself and his family. Is that not what we're all trying to do in this world? Is just to better ourselves and our families, to make it to the top? I mean, with all the crap that's going on right now, it's kind of going in reverse.